Good morning, welcome to Bitcoin Bounce. My name is Joseph and today I'm here with Dion and we're going to do a market analysis of what's happening with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So last week before the Ethereum merge, I bought a bunch of Ethereum and Bitcoin and now everything went down and I'm like, I thought I'm going to make money and I didn't make money. So Dion, why didn't I not make money? What's happening?
Good morning, Joseph. Morning, guys. Yeah, things are looking terrible on the markets. There was so much news last week, big news events. This week also, well, I've got it up here, another high impact news event on Wednesday. So this is also going to be massive, what everyone's been waiting for. So we'll have to see what happens then. But the news last week pushed the dollar up, and that's what's been pulling all the other markets down. You can have a look at the Nasdaq. Here is also way down. S&P 500 is way down. Our other coin that we always watch is the total 3 is the money in and out of altcoins. So money is going out of altcoins, stop losses getting hit. Then the altcoin perpetuals. This was also in this descending triangle, which normally breaks down, which then eventually did. So these are just the top 10 altcoins. They also not faring well. And then Bitcoin dominance went up a bit, down and coming down again now towards 40. So that's the only little bright star in our future for now. Just quickly looking over the coins just to see exactly where we are. So Ethereum on the weekly still above the weekly support here. Let me just get these open, and if we, so it's looking good, but regarding the volume, Ethereum's got like a little bit of support here below it still, and quite a lot of selling pressure above, so it's in a tough spot. So I foresee we're just going sideways and maybe down a bit for the rest of this week. Let's see what happens. If we zoom in a little bit there was a triangle which then has decided to break down on the daily, and I think on the 4 hour, so there wasn't really much. On the 4 hour, I just picked up this parallel channel in which we were moving like very steeply down, and we still haven't broken out of that. So also potentially going down here. The key levels is this here. So we've even broken the 1300 support since I drew this up. So that's also red now. So our last bit of hope here is a 1250 support for Ethereum. And then you can see on the volume, there's just nothing below us here. So unless we get support here, someone steps up with big orders buying at a good price, Ethereum could possibly go quite a bit lower still. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. So we've had a few bad weeks, closed under the weekly support on Bitcoin again now last week, and dropped quite a bit lower. So we're quite far just from the weekly support, and remember above that we've still got our 200 MA, but that's way above us here. Let's also just zoom in there to the daily. We also had this this descending triangle, which is one that normally breaks down, which might be what's happening now, unless this is a bit of a fake out. Could come back up, bounce there, and then come down. But it could be disastrous. This, if it luckily goes, we could see 15,000, just roughly a target of this normally. But I think there's a lot of support here. I could just show you the key levels I'm watching on Bitcoin. So at the moment, the 18,250 is our support, and below that we've still got 18,000. So since all this started quite a few months ago when we made our low, that 1760, this 18,000 has been holding. So between 18 and 20 has been holding well. So I think there's still quite a bit of support here for us people buying at these good prices, but there is potential that we could drop further. Yeah, so because of that, I'm a bit nervous to go into any other trades. So let's just give this a day or two just to settle, and by then also we've got that big high impact on Wednesday. So I think we're probably going to go down and sideways up until then, and then we'll see what happens. It could get worse or better than after that. Let's see what happens. If we just look at our other fear and greed index, there's extreme fear in the market now, 21. Altcoin season indicator we always check out. This is also showing not altcoin season, so all the altcoins are also underperforming Bitcoin. And then, I don't know whether you remember this rainbow price indicator we check out occasionally. So this just shows historically all the different levels of Bitcoin. As they've actually gone under this little blue range, and this blue has always been the absolute best buying opportunities if you go back in historically. After this, there's always been these massive pumps up. So we're in that zone now. Good time to buy and start laddering in, as we've been saying for quite some time now. If whatever you can afford to put into Bitcoin, you can just ladder in, just keep on laddering in. Somewhere this has to turn, and I mean it's right at the bottom of all indicators. It has to just go up now. That's it from me, Joseph.
Yeah, that's awesome, Dion. So over this weekend, I sat and I sometimes write little indicators for me that I use on TradingView. And I wrote an indicator that measures how high are we right now from the lowest point of the year. It kind of just gives you kind of like a percentage, and then I group my coins according to the percentage that it is away. And I see Bitcoin is right now a little bit less than 5% from the all-time high for this whole entire year. So this is absolutely a wonderful buying opportunity. I mean, there is a chance, and many say that Bitcoin could break through that 17,600 level and then even go to 15,000, and I'm sure, but even at this level where it is right now, it is a fantastic buying opportunity to buy Bitcoin. So yeah, I don't think you can make a mistake. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Dion. So tell me, you don't have a signal for us today. Do you think we're going to have a signal tomorrow, or don't you want to say when you think it's going to be the bottom of this pullback?
Let's have a look if things can just stabilize today. Mondays normally for Bitcoin is also not a great day. So let's see at the end of today and tomorrow morning if things look a bit more stable, if we found good support, and yeah, let's have a look then. But also that altcoin index scale, so it's not as if the altcoins I think are going to be firing. I don't know. I think it's good for your strategy where you have your safety orders, but it's a bit reckless now to just dive in if we don't know what's going to happen to Bitcoin. Let's check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, and usually historically, if you look on a chart, most of the altcoins fire between 2 months and 3 months after a big bull run started on Bitcoin. So there's a lot of time to buy altcoins. It's not right now. It's not the time to feel over hastily in your approach to buying altcoins. If you hit a low, you can put a small amount in another, in like Dion says. But we are not in altcoin season yet. It's going to take some time. Bitcoin first has to get great support and start having a solid move up before we can really start diving into the altcoins. Alright guys, thank you very much. We're going to be back in a little bit, and we're going to look at interesting finding that Steve from Crypto Crew University has found on a Bitcoin chart. That's going to be quite exciting. Thank you. See you then.
Thanks guys. See you just now. Cheers.